Hi friends! Today's learning goal says, I can identify story structure. What is story structure? Stories have a beginning, middle, and end. They usually tell story events in sequence. In the beginning, you usually learn who is in the story, or who the characters are. You learn where and when it is happening, which is the setting, and what the character's problem is. In the middle, you learn what happens to the characters and how do they try to solve their problem. And at the end of stories, you learn what happens at the end, how do they solve their problem, and what lesson does the character learn. Let's take a look at the book Alexander Who Used to Be Rich Last Sunday. Let's look at the title of the story. What tells me that the sequence of events in this story begins last Sunday? The title, right? Is there anything in the story that tells me when the beginning is? I'd have to go back into my text and take a look. I see this on page 10. It says, last Sunday, Grandma Betty and Grandpa Louie came to visit from New Jersey. They brought lox because my father likes to eat lox. They brought plants because my mother grows plants. Well, I see right here in the text it does say last Sunday, and this is in the very beginning of the story. So the beginning must begin last Sunday when Alexander gets his money. Now, as I would continue to fill out this sequence of events chart to help me with my story structure, I would refer back to the text. I do know in the middle that Alexander spends a lot of his money and he loses it as well. There were several events that happened that let me know that. And then at the end, remember, we're thinking, what did the character learn? So his problem was that he was spending and losing all his money. At the end, I know he learns that he should have saved his money. So this story, for example, has been sequenced beginning, middle, end. Started with an event that happened in the past, but as we learned through the story, there were lots of other events that led up to the ending, which at the end, he learned that he should save his money. Your learning goal today was to identify story structure. See if you can identify a story structure in some text that you're reading.